almost like certain cards in the market are being scolded. Make sure you guys smash the 11 crap out of that subscribe button. See, guys, don't miss out on more content. Solemn Scolding has left the building, everybody. Now, this has got to do with Genesis format, honestly, because now you're looking at a card that, one, has not had a printing in a very, very long time. I mean, you're looking back at 2015 Megatins, so 10 years. One of the most impactful cards kind of getting a chance to rev back up here, but also you're looking at $14 to $15 per copy of these. Now, once again, I mean, your reasoning for this is it literally is a pay 3K, act as a negation, while it's the only card that you end up having set. And that ends up being incredibly powerful and incredibly tooled for how unique, the format experience is. And as you can see, yeah, they have been turning off the shelf. That's crazy. I did not expect this. Garden Rose Maidens are $30? This is actually unrealistically crazy to me that this card spiked. Now, I mean, let's go take a look at all versions, because it can't all be that bad. No, it actually is that bad. You have to get, if you want this card, you may as well just fork out the money and get the Starlight Rare, because they're $50. This is a definition of actually crazy to me that we're seeing this. Now, you can get the Secret Rare for $24 to $25, but 15 listings and 3 listings down here. The fact that the OG print now from the Sisters of the Rose has broken, that boundary. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I'm surprised to see that this is the path that the market has taken, because I did not see this coming. Condemned Witch. Well, we just got that new Forbidden Crown spell card, which has just forced this card to jettison back up in price again. Anytime they print a Forbidden card, somebody's going to take a look at this card. They're going to go, oh, I gotta pick these up. I mean, realistically, so I mean, it searches for literally any Forbidden quick play spell card and allows you to make use of it. So I'm not surprised to see, these peaking up. Obviously, you can get the maximum gold versions for 12 cents. And then alternatively, the Egyptian God Obelisk ones are coming in at about 14 cents. So, at least you do have some sort of low rarity opportunities to work with. Like, that's always going to kind of be your trade-off with this card, At least the high rarity one's also not a expensive amount of money. Evolzar Lars. So, what? The combination of slapping 2 6s together for $38 gets you a pretty good effect. Also looks like the Duelist Nexus version's coming in about 3s, and the 10 of the Dueling Mirrors version's coming in about $2. Once again, I mean, it's 2 plus level 6s to make this bad boy. The thing that you're caring about here is this is basically an entirely generic creature to give you access to, the good old format that is known as Genesis. Yeah, I'm loving the fact that Genesis has revitalized, all of these odd tech choices in the back sector of the market. We also do get the chance to see, oh boy, anytime number 76 is involved, it's going to be crazy, because I mean, this card is kind of breaks the mold, because it counts as multi-attribute action, which is not really a crazy thing to think about, but you do see here you have a French version on the market for $4, $6. You escalate on up to probably about 7-ish at the end of this. And this card's also never really had a reprint. It's also been very famously used in things like Kashtira, which I guess is kind of a cool gimmick, to say the least. Ooh, Mulcharmy check-in. So, Fuwas have dropped down to 300 for the QCR, which is crazy. Perulia's 160s. We have $100 copies of Meows now. Perulia CR is coming in 77 on up to 86. We do have $42 copies of Perulias as well, and $40 copies. All right. And of course, the 2025 tin versions are $39. That's kind of stupid. $32 copies of Platinum Fuas now. And then, of course, $40 copies if you want the OG Rage of the Abyss Secret Rares, which I guess good job for them getting you the opportunity to get those, but that's still expensive because I'd rather just pick up PCRs at $26 a piece and just have access to them. Meanwhile, every other FUA is $22. You can get the Ultimate Rares for $26. It does look like $23, and you do hit the $20 wall with Secret Rare reprints coming in at 24s. The fact that one Secret is 40 and another Secret Rare is coming in at 24 is so stupid. Doom and Dimension boxes. This is bad, man. We're at $38 a box. And what was it, just a couple of days ago, I saw some at like 34. That had to be like excluding shipping, but all of these have moved within the day. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are more enticed to buy a product while the store is just losing their absolute ass on product like this. I think this has been one of the fastest drop-offs that we have had in modern era history. And the fact that we have seen this product just fail as quickly as we have is really very telling of the current state of things. Hopefully, Burst Protocol changes this. Pot of Extrav, oh baby, the alts. So, for those of you that are, hyped up for Genesis format, you'll be able to play the Golden Chicken Nugget on your versions of Pot of Extrav, which you've actually gone up now. I mean, you were $17 when this came into play, and now they've jettisoned up to about $28 a pot at this point, which I don't think is too bad to be thinking about. I mean, it's an alt art. It's one of those cards that's pretty much essentially a staple at this point in its format. And also, if you don't like this version, you have the alternative available to you over here, which is coming in about $14. So you don't have to be pressured to pick up, the one version of this. You have the alternative available to you. And that's honestly kind of a little bit of a win, honestly. Good job for them actually having the foresight to print, multiple versions. We also have heavy polymerization. This is kind of getting a little bit out of hand right now. Heavy polys are breaking the $20 price point right now. And sadly enough, you might actually see this card go even further beyond. I wouldn't be surprised one day if we check the market and we see this card shattering, some crazy numbers, because that's just the realistic thing that you should be expecting at this point. There's going to be no real place for Konami to put a reprint for this anytime soon, because this is just kind of the cost of being a broken TCG exclusive. Zombie Warrior. The fact that this is still an instant fusion, ready fusion target, and this thing still has the craziest price points in the world. $50, $65, $295. Now, what was your last sale on this? Your last sale is to probably the most sane person in the world actually spending $30 on this. I don't know why you'd be spending any crazy actual amount of money on this card, but this is what you're dealing with if you're wanting a copy of an ancient card like this. Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Over Dragon. With the Genesis, and you kind of talk about like older newer format stuff, maybe you want to try out some of the capabilities to try to make this card broken in speedruns. Sure, you are basically turning this card into $2 to $3 at this point, and I'm not very surprised to see that players are going for this. Speedroids are definitely a fan favorite deck, and yeah, we also do have the Debris Dragon QCR. For only 13 listings of this, you go up to 18, back up to $25. The fact that you do have that one very cheap listing here doing its job is kind of impressive to me, but I mean, this is just the state of the market right now. You're going to have random QCRs spinning off the market each and every day, and it's the craziness that I guess comes with the market. But what do you guys think about everything? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back to the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.